Hi folks, Pat Healy here from the Laker News. We're outside the Elmsdale Fire Hall where a retirement party for Dr. George Burton is being held. He is retiring after 42 years. Let's go inside and celebrate his career.
Well, I'm quite honored, and I feel it's been a privilege to look after all the people that I've cared for over the years, thousands really. Delivered a lot of babies, and I provided a lot of emergency care on weekends and overnight. And I want to thank all my patients for having the trust and confidence in my care. And I can't think of a better career that I could have had, and anything better I could have done with my life than take care of the wonderful patients here in Elmsdale.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's much appreciated.
Yeah, so.
Thank you so much. Well, as you know, I was in a motor vehicle accident. I was hit while crossing a crosswalk in Bedford on July 26th. And what happened was I was thrown, fortunately not hurt too badly, although the left front tire was about a foot from my head by the time we both stopped rolling. But I was flung onto my hands, and my thumbs were greatly extended to the point now where I might have some damage to the ligaments, so I can't do medical procedures, even taking out sutures and so on. So that certainly accelerated my retirement.
Any highlights from your 42 years here?
Well, let me see. I remember getting lost up in the Gore, doing house calls at about 2 in the morning back in the probably early 80s. And I saw a light on at one house, and I knocked at the door, and the poor people there, it was 2 in the morning, they got up, but they very kindly, actually the gentleman got out and got in his car and actually took me to my destination. So that was very nice. We had an interesting, I was a medical examiner for many years, and we had one case where the RCMP called and said that they'd found skeletal remains in the mud of the Shubenacadie River. So I left my office and I kind of tiptoed through the mud, my dress shoes on and everything, and got to the skeleton. It was all cordoned off and so on. And I had a look at the skeleton. Something didn't look right, Patrick. And it turned out it was a rubber Halloween skeleton that had been washed into the mud. And so it was a bit of a humorous conclusion to what could have been a more tragic result.
Wasn't that a great turnout? Dr. George Burton, retiring after 42 years as a physician at the Elmsdale Medical Center. Thank you to Lino's Stop Shop for sponsoring this video story. Pat Healy for the Laker News in Elmsdale.